Reading Ibn al-Arabi is experiencing how it feels to write poetry with the whole universe. There are, of course, great Sufi poets like Rumi, but Ibn al-Arabi feels more like an open book written by the universe itself. And of course we all are. As he beautifully put it, the universe is the manuscript written by God. He writes with a lush, almost dizzying poetic intensity, and that is what completely drew me into his world. To him, ontology, the science of being, is an ongoing love story, and I feel a profound sympathy for why the literalist scholars of his time and even mainstream Sufis were terrified of him. He is such a brave spirit. Traditional piety requires a safe distance between the servant and the Lord. It protects the hierarchy. Yet, Ibn al-Arabi's uniqueness lies in his radical declaration that the Lord needs the servant just as much as the servant needs the Lord. As he boldly penned, "When he produces me as offspring, I produce him." Constriction is the same as release, such breathtaking poetic phrasing. He is saying that God in his absolute hidden unity is a hidden treasure who longs to be known. But an unmanifest potential cannot know itself, it needs a mirror. We are that mirror. The drop never existed, yet the drop is precisely how the ocean tastes itself. I think I had read about this idea before diving into his full text, but now I finally realize its weight. This completely flips the traditional Sufi understanding of fana, annihilation. It is realizing that your very existence, in all your specific limitations, is a necessary, tailored self-disclosure of the divine. In classical Western philosophy, God is viewed as a static substance. In Whiteheadian process philosophy, God is a process evolving alongside the world. But Ibn al-Arabi combines these views in a way that feels beautifully thorough and somehow matching my own deep intuitions within the relational web framework. It is the exact idea that there are no isolated, independent things that just happen to have relations. Rather, the web of relations is primary, and entities are merely localized condensations of the whole. The truth is that the real is identical with the forms, is saying that the entire interconnected reality of existence is the explicit, manifest body of the divine. Tanzi, absolute incomparability. The web as a whole is infinite, ungraspable, and forever beyond any single node's capacity to contain it. Tashbih, immanent similarity. Every single node, every relationship is an active, vital expression of that very whole. We are quite literally the explicit points where the universe, the real, wakes up, looks around, and experiences localized novelty. On a purely personal level, leaning into his concept of the folk of God means learning to inhabit what he calls the station of no station. The divine breath never repeats a form. The universe is constantly being annihilated and recreated in its vacuum state at every Planck time interval. Every single moment is entirely radically new. Sounds a little like process philosophy, right? There are times when my scientific drive for precision and my spiritual thirst for the essence completely melt into each other. It brings me back to the exact moment described by the Akbarian Gnostics. Whenever they limit him through a form, another form protests, so the limit falls apart for them. There are times when I'm pretty sure every subjective truth could be true. Because we are all living in this vast web of becoming, I am desperate to be an open node in that web, letting the ceaseless poetic surge of the real flow through me without resistance, to feel or to be felt by that very thing which no word could ever describe. When everything is everything, it can only be called love.